Hi, thank you for clicking on this video. I hope you're all doing well. All right, if you see my face for the first time or this is your first time of watching my video, you're welcome. This is a hug from me to you. Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you how to cut and sew a short or knicker, whichever one you call it. So, and also the zipper fly, how to cut and sew the zipper fly and the pocket band as well. Everything I'm going to be showing you how to do it on this video. Okay, so if you've not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. We upload video twice a week, every Wednesday and Saturdays. Okay, so you wouldn't want to miss any video, so please click on that subscribe button below. Join the family. I'll be glad to have you. Okay, so please subscribe. Also tell a friend to subscribe. Okay, it's free. All right, and if you want to see the sewing tutorial of the top I made for the shorts, if you're interested in it, just let me know on the comment below, or rather I will upload it on Saturday. So if you want to see it, watch out for it on Saturday. Okay, and like this video too, share with friends and family. Thank you once again. See you in my next video. Bye. So this is the piece I'll be working with and it's on fold. Okay, and this line I'm marking now will serve as my starting point or starting line. Okay, so this short is going to have band, so I'll be minusing 2 inches for the band, and then I'll place it like so, and then I'll mark my hip line, which is 9 inches, but if you're not tall you can use 8 inches. Okay, so I'm minusing 2 inches for the waistband, and then I'm going to connect it now. But for the croche, whatever measurement you have for your croche length, you're going to mark the exact length. So mine is 10. I'm going to be marking the exact 10. I will not minus any 2 inches. Okay, so how to measure your croche will be on the screen. Okay, so like I said, I will not be minusing anything. I'll place it like so and tick my 10. All right, for the croche. And then I'll connect, and then to get my tie line, I'm going to come down from the croche line 3 inches, usually 3 or 4 inches. Okay, but I'll be coming down by 3 inches like so. Okay, and that will serve as my tie line. All right, and then the length I am working with is 20 inches. All right, it's 22 inches minus 2 inches for the band is going to be 20. Sorry, it's 20 inches minus 2 inches, and then the length that is here is 22. 2 inches is for my folding allowance. Okay, and then now I'm going to be taking the quarter of my hip, all right, which is 11 inches. And then I'll mark that also on the croche line, 11 inches, and also on the waistline. Okay, that is the quarter of my hip. All right, I'll measure it on the waistline, on the hip line, and also on the croche line, just to get a straight line. Okay, so I'm going to connect the points now, and to get your croche line, your croche length, what you're going to do is to divide the quarter of your hip, divide by 4. My 11 divided by 4 is 2.75, so that is what I marked there. And I'll connect it like so, and then from the croche line I'm going to go up by 1.5 inch like this, just to get a nice curve. Then I'll curve the croche area. Okay, and then I'll get the midpoint of that croche line like this, croche length like this. I'll get the midpoint like so. The midpoint is 7. Then I'll be ticking it on the tie line and also on the waistline. You can also tick on the hip line and on the ankle or knee, just to get a straight line. Okay, remember what I took is half of the croche length. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking my waist circumference, so the measurement will come this way. Okay, the waist, to take the waist, I'll be taking my measurement this way. Okay, like this. Place your tape here, and then you take the quarter of your waist circumference, plus 1 inch for the dart. So I'll connect it down to the hip line with a little curve like this. So now I'm going to take my thigh circumference. All right, so my thigh is 26 divided by 2. I'll mark 13 is 13, so I'll take half of 13 on this side and half on the other side. Okay, so half of 13 is 6.5. I'll place my 6.5 on that middle line and then tick like so. So my nail is 20 divided by 2, which is 10. I'll mark 5 here and 5 this other side. Okay, and then I'm going to connect the line this side with a little curve like this. Also connect this other side down to the hip line like so. All right, so next I'm going to be marking my dart. The front dart is usually 4 inches long, while the back dart is 5 inches long. And then after taking 4 inches here, I'm going to take ½ inches on both sides like so. So I'm going to connect. So that is going to be my dart. And then I'm going to slant this side with like ½ inch or 0.25. So I'll be cutting it out. So I forgot to mark my zipper fly, so I'm going to mark it now. So from this hip line, from here I'm going to come out by 2 inches like so. So I'll connect it like so, like this. Okay, I came out by 2 inches. Okay, so I'm going to cut like so. Okay, so I'm not going to be cutting that out, I'll be leaving it. So I'm going to cut this other side. So to mark my pocket, I'll be coming in on the side seam. I'll be marking 2 inches inward like this, 2 inches here, and the length is going to be 7 inches. Okay, so I'll connect 2 inches down to the 7 inches with a curve like this. Can you see that? Like this. Okay, so I'll just notch it. I'm not going to be cutting it now because I'll use it to trace the back. Okay, so I'll just notch, and then I'll get another fabric, another piece for my back. So this is it. It's also unfold. Okay, so I place the front on it like so, and then I'm going to go up by 2 inches. Okay, this is applicable to any size. Okay, just go up by 2 inches, and this is because of the boot, because the back boots, so you need to cover it so that you will not be wearing low waist. So I'm going to curve like this, no, in a slant way, not curve. Okay, making sure that the side seam align with each other. Okay, like this. Is only the inseam that needs to be high because of the boot. So here I'm going to be coming out by 2 inches, and this zipper fly is already 2 inches, so I'll be maintaining that line. Okay, so here on the cross line I'll add 2 inches. It is also applicable to all sides. Okay, so 2 inches down, 2 inches on the inseam. So here on the cross line I'm going to come down by ½ inch, and that will serve as my new cross line. Okay, so from there I'll curve like so, like so. So the back is bigger than the front with 2 inches. Okay, On the inseam, I add 2 inches from the waist down to the knee or to the length of the short. Okay, so because I'm not going to be able to fold it, that's why I just maintain that line and use it and connect it. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting it out. I did not add any seam allowance on the other side. I only add on the inseam. Okay, hope you understand. So I'll be tracing them like this. So here that I'm cutting, please, if you want to cut it, make sure you fold it upward before you cut so that you not run short of fabric. I forget to do that, and but I just managed to sew it. This place you fold like this before you cut, okay, so that you have enough fabric. I'll show you what I mean after cutting. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the back panel, as you can see, and this is the front. So what I'm trying to say is, if you want to cut the ankle or the knee area, you fold like this before you cut. As you can see, I run short of fabric. If I'm folding it now, it's going to be somehow, but I know what to do there. Okay, so whatever you mark there, you measure here. Whatever you get, you measure it on the front, on the back panel, and mark your dart. Okay, so this is the band I'll be working with. It's 2.5 inch, is on fold. Okay, so when you open it up, it's 5 inches. All right, so remember with minus 2 inches for the band. So that is the band, and then the length is my waist circumference plus 3 inches for the overlap. Okay, so when you open it in, you will see that it's 5 inches. Okay, because we're going to be folding it. This is 5 inches, so 1 inch is for the folding or joining allowance. So now I'm going to be cutting the pocket area. Okay, so I'm gonna start sewing. Okay, so this pocket is what I used on my trouser pattern tutorial, so I'm going to be making use of it. I'll not be cutting any other pocket. So if you've not watched that, try and check it out. I'll leave the link below, my trouser tutorial. So this is the zip I'll be working with. I'll sew like so on the crotch area. So I want to measure the zip. Zip is roughly 7 inches long. Okay, so here I'm going to back stitch. Okay, or reverse, whatever you call it, back stitch or double stitch here. Okay, so I'm going to mark it. That is where my zip is going to stop. So I'm going to sew like so. Also sew my dart. Okay, I sew my dart, and then I place the fabric right side to right side. I'm going to sew like so. Okay, sew my dart too, and I'll be back. So right now I have stitched the I have sewed the dart on the both side, and I've also sewed here like this, and this place I double stitch or back stitch. Okay, this is where my zip is going to end, so I double stitch there or back stitch. So I'm going to open it up like so, then I'll place my zip facing down. Okay, make sure that that zip area touches the middle line here. So this is the zip. I'll place it like so, turn it like this, make sure it's aligned with the line that is inside, face it like so, and then I'm going to stitch on the left hand like this, the left side like this. Okay, so guys, I've done that. I've stitched here. This other side is on stitch, so I'm going to fold the zipper fly like this a little bit, just to give it a little thickness. Okay, fold it like so, and then I'll stitch here. Okay, so I'm done stitching it, as you can see. So I fold it and then I stitch So what I'm going to be doing next is to turn it to the front side like so, and then that place that I folded the zipper fly that is thicker than the other side, I'm going to push it forward like this. So here I'm going to push it, this place you're seeing that is thicker, I'm going to push it inward or forward or outward. I don't know what to call it, whatever you call it. So but just what I'm doing now, I'm going to push it like so, like this, a little, just a little bit of overlapping. Can you see that? It's just small for overlapping. And I'm going to sew like this down just to give that zipper fly shape. So let me mark it so that you see what I'm talking about, like this. Okay, I'm going to run it like so from here down. Okay, so I've done that, as you can see. Okay, remember we push it out a little for overlapping. So what I'm going to be doing now is to lose the gather stitch we made earlier here. Remember, it's a gather stitch that you sew so that it will be easier for you to lose. I forgot to tell you that before you start sewing the zip, you make a gather stitch on the zipper fly. So that's what I'm losing now with my seam ripper, and then I'm going to do the rest off camera, okay, so as to save time. Okay guys, I'm done losing it. This is what we have. This is my zip. So here I'm going to stitch here down. It's optional, but I like stitching there to hold it in place. Okay, I'm going to stitch it from here down. All right, and after that I'm going to be attaching the pocket like so. I'll place this other one here like this. Okay, so I'm going to stitch like so down the other sides too. Okay, so the pocket is right side facing the right side of the trouser, of the short or trouser, whichever one you're making. So I'm going to stitch here like this, following that shape. Okay, so I'm done stitching it. I've also stitched this zipper area that I told you. So I've stitched here too, following that pocket curve. So what I'm going to do now is to turn it to the wrong side. I will notch it first so that it can be easily flipped. So I'm going to stitch on the pocket like so. I'll top stitch here on the pocket. Okay, top stitch down, and also on the other side. Then after top stitching, I'll turn it back like so, and then I'll place the pocket facing on it, bringing out the 2 inches I cut out from the front panel of the shorts. Then I'll stitch like so down, stitch from here upward like this. Okay, make sure you bring out the exact 2 inches, just like this. The 2 inches you took out from the pocket, you cut out, you bring it out like this. Okay, I'll do the same on the other side. So now my pocket is fixed. Very, very simple, right? Okay, so that is that for the front. Let's start working on the back. So the back, I've already stitched the dart. I've sewed the dart. Like I said earlier, the back dart is 5 inches long, and then ½ inch on both sides. That's 1 inch. Okay, just like I did to the front, but it's just the difference is that it's longer than the back, the front one. I've also sewed the crotch area with ½ inch. This is the dart. I've sewed the dart, and I've also stitched the crotch area from here down with ½ inch. Okay, so I'm going to open it up to the right side, Then I'll place the right side of the front on it. Like this, okay? So I'm going to stitch the side seam with 1 inch sewing allowance, okay? So I'll stitch like so down with 1 inch sewing allowance, all right? Also do the same on the other side, and on the inseam I'll also sew the inseam. I'll be using 1/2 inch to join the inseam together, okay? And this is the band. The band, I divide it into 2, and this is for the band to sit properly on the waist. So I'll be joining them back like this, okay? After, and I also use interfacing on it, or gum stay, whatever you call it. So now I have joined the shorts together. As you can see, I've stitched the inseam. I used 1/2 inch to join them. So this is the band. As I was saying, I have sewn it. So what I'm going to do now is to turn the trouser, bring out the wrong side outside like this. So I'll now take this band and place it like so. Remember that the inside now is the right side, okay? So I'll align it with this back line, cross line, like this, okay? And then I'll use pin to secure it. Make sure you align it with the back line, back cross line, okay? Like this. And then I'll be using pin to secure it all around the waist, okay? I will be doing that off camera. Just like I'm doing, I use pin to secure it all around. So the band is right side, facing the right side of the short, okay? So I am done securing it with pin. So I'm going to take it to my machine, and then I'll fold this place like so. Then I'll run it down. I'll run it like this, okay? That's the overlapping place. Then I'll sew this place round the waist, okay? And this other side too, fold it like so, and then sew it. Then sew the waist round, okay? And this other side too, I'm also going to fold it like so and stitch, okay? Then I'll be back. So I'm done stitching it. All right, so this place I've also sew it, so I'm going to turn it inward like so. Okay, I also turn the other side like this. So this is the right side of our trouser. As you can see, it's aligned the band. So the reason for the band, the reason I cut the band is so that the band will lay flat on my waist, okay? If you sew it like that, it's going to be kind of puffy. So it's better you cut it and join it back again. Share the band into 2 and join it back. So I'm going to be sewing here like this. In this first line, this first band line, so I don't want my stitches to be showing, so I'll fold it like so. I'll fold like this, like this. I'll be stitching inside this place like this, round, okay? Don't worry, to be catching the inside band too, okay? So and then I'll hem the down part. So as you can see guys, our short is ready. My stitches are not showing, and this is the overlapping, okay? So what I'm going to do is to give it a good press, and then I'll also stitch the down. I've not even turned the down of the short. I'll be folding it later. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.